Check it out. We here for it. Oh, yeah. Today's one of them days. Why? Because you woke up this morning? Huh? You woke up this morning. You did. It's a moment to reflect. You got a lot of things to be thankful for. With all the diseases, all the different types of cancers around, all the different type of terminal illnesses seem to take forth in these days and times. You're not experiencing that. Oh, I'm struggling, but you still got a house. I ain't doing the best I can, but you still got a car. Man, things could be better, but you have food in your refrigerator though, right? Your organs are functioning. Your lungs are needing better. Activity of the limbs are there. Cognitive activities on point. If you watching this, you got a phone. Come on, cut it out. Cut it out. If you can see, if you can hear, nah. Simple things. Simple. We forget so much. Your steering wheel's working, your brakes, your struts, everything's functioning. Come on. You going to work right now, or coming from work, or got the day off. That's a blessing. Oh, that's a blessing. Going to work, opportunity to be able to take care of you and yours. That's amazing. Coming from work, knowing that you accomplished that, that's amazing. Having a day off from putting in that work, come on. What we really working up angry about? What we really grouchy about? Huh? Like, what are you really upset about? 5 things at the minimum that you're thankful for. 5 things. It can start small. You can multiply it throughout the day. You can multiply it throughout the day. So I'm going to just cover about, don't let everybody in your crib. I'm going to give you a quick little story. So, for example, I was at a associate spot, and I noticed we was upstairs helping him move. His son and his daughter was there. His oldest daughter, which is 13, and the son, which is 9. Somebody knocking on the door. On the first thing she do, didn't knock through the people. The son, he opened up the door quick. Boom. My guy come over like, hey, don't be open door to everybody and stuff. You got to wait. Ask me. Message. Oh, we going to get into that in a second. So the sister explained about the rules and instructions that what dad said, and dad reinforced it. So with that being said, so this occurred again. Now this time they calling for dad. They calling for him. They not moving. And then the boy got anxious and he started to do it again. But the sister stopped and said, nah, remember what dad said? Message, do you remember what your dad said? So whether it's your earthly father or your heavenly father, up higher power, whatever y'all want to call it, whatever religion that you're a part of, we just gonna keep it here. Don't get too distracted. You have moments where you pray for clarity, pray for understanding, and yet you open up a door. You open up a door where there's opportunity or something that you wanted to happen so bad, and you didn't wait for a response. And you didn't wait for a response. And now here we are, mad, irritated, bothered because you went off your desires. You went off your emotions. You didn't go off your patience. You didn't wait. Endurance. Yeah, we waiting for the long call. We sitting back. You gotta wait. And make sure discernment is where it need to be. Confirmation is where it need to be. So when you jumpstart into that lifestyle, onto the opportunity, things making sense. Things making sense. There's no need to be so mad or so overwhelmed because you went off of your emotions. Feelings, your feelings are great waiters. They're great waiters, but they're bad masters. Your feelings, oh my goodness, they're great waiters, but they're bad if they was the shelf. Your logic, the prudence, benevolent part of who you are, the thinking part of you, that's the shelf. Cause just imagine if your feelings were the shelf. It's gonna continue what? Cloud your judgment, cloud your behavior, disrupt your attitude, your perspective, all over the place because your feelings, you don't have no physical evidence based on you going off for the moment. I feel this, but really it's this. Well, I feel that, and it really is not none of the above. But yet you allow your emotions to drive you. You know what the emotions got you? Locked up, a restraining order, got you fired, got you in a domestic dispute, got you beefing with people that you shouldn't even be beefing with. It got you in so much of a compromising position, you wondering, why me? You listen to your emotions. You listen to your emotions. You didn't process, you didn't think, you didn't reflect, you didn't breathe. Exhale, that's important. That's important. You didn't do that. When you let your feelings get the best of you and you end up in a bad situation, that's your fault. You end up homeless, that was your fault. You end up in debt, that was your fault. Lack of discernment, you didn't pray, you didn't go to no wise counsel, you didn't go get no information from somebody to make sure the decision that you was making was right because you wanted it that bad. Because you wanted it that bad. You were so anxious because it sounded like it looked good, so it must have been what I've been asking for. There's a lot of copies out here. A lot of copies. Watch what advice and insight that you take from people. Watch what decisions that you get around certain ones, because you got certain people who or lean on your feelings. Oh, that's a good thing and all this, and then a few months down the way, you realize that was a stupid decision. You realize that was a stupid decision. See, you have to understand the difference between suspicion and caution. Suspicion goes off of your feelings and assumptions. Your caution goes off of facts and logic. So back to the kids opening the door. If somebody was knocking on my door, suspicion backs my feelings. I'm gonna react in a violent way mentally. I might grab a bat. You know what that tells me? A historical battle that I'm dealing with. Last time somebody knocked on my door, somebody tried breaking into my house. So paranoia is seen to be guiding me, and I got a bat or I grabbed a weapon. But caution, which is knowledge and facts, is going to have me look through the door, the peephole, the motion sensor, and see who the person is. Current conversation I'm having with them myself. Stop letting what happened to you in 2015, 2014, 2013, 2098, and whatever the case may be, impact where you are right now. Some of you guys be in a good relationship, but because somebody did you wrong in 2011 or 2020, you looking, you waiting for the ball to drop. You waiting for the over-the-top thing to occur in your life to cause you to question who you are, to cause you to separate from the situation. So you're not going to enjoy peace or joy or the opportunities or the blessings that you have because of an old experience. So you sit in prison mentally. And you're not going to let nobody else around you enjoy you. So they're not going to ever get the best part of you because you still locked up with that depression, with that setback, with that issue that occurred in your life that caused a jagged perspective. And that's overwhelming. But you gotta let go, big bro. Sis, you gotta let go. You gotta, I know easier said than done, you don't want to. Because your identity was in there, and I get it. I get it. But if you want to heal and get better, it's like a cut on your arm. You see a cut? What we get? Back in the day, they used to get what? The Vaseline, right? The Vaseline, the ointment, the alcohol, the little Q-tip, and scrub that joint out as hard as we could. You want to cleanse that area first before you put that ointment in, and then after that you're gonna put a Band-Aid on. Why? To protect it from any infection. Message. Same way with viruses on a computer. We got virus protection. Watch who you let in your ear. Watch who you get advice from, insight from. If somebody's giving me relationship advice, you know what I gotta pay attention to? I gotta observe and make sure their lifestyles add up to the advice that they're giving me, because you judge a tree based off its fruit, right? So if you know so much about apples, I should see apples dangling from you in your lifestyle. If you know so much about bananas, so much about experiences at a high magnitude, everything should correlate between each other. It should correlate. Not just if you're giving me wisdom based off of your failures, because I can learn what took you 10 years in 10 minutes based off of your experiences. But if you're trying to tell me how to a lot of people got all the advice in the world, but that outcome they're not responsible for. So if it goes against what they said, they don't have to deal with it. They ain't responsible for it. How many times we had people in our life that told us to buy this or jump into this, and we did, and we got penalized. You know what they say? Oh, it didn't work? Oh, they didn't do that from you? They did that to my guy? They did that for my uncle? They did it for my cousin? You know, they're going to tell you, oh, that's messed up. Man, you'll be straight, because they didn't come out their pocket. It didn't come out their time, their energy. They didn't lose anything. They gave some advice that didn't work. And you didn't take the Carfax just to make sure it makes sense. That was your big homie. That was your big sis. So you just ran with it. But in reality, you just let them, your ear is a tollway to your heart and mind. Same way you have discernment to protect, watch what you're listening to, you also got to know what you shouldn't be listening to. Don't entertain certain people because they got great titles, because the weapon nowadays is a mic and a camera. Everybody have a mic, everybody has a camera. So everybody got the message and uplifting what you should do and all this, but if you don't go out for discernment, prayer, get knowledge between that. Good morning, Big Ben, as we here for it, Josh. If you don't take the time and take those steps, critical thinking, you're going to find yourself upset, bothered, misguided, and let down. And you letting yourself down. Just because something sounds good don't mean it's good. Just because a person can put it together don't make it right. Just because they have a big following does not mean they have substance. Some of us is so wrapped up with entertainment, things that just make you feel good, because we're looking for something to make us feel good. But principles, I don't know. A reference point, I don't know. Sacrifice, I don't know if I can do all that. We're real selective with our morality. We're real selective with our boots on the ground. We want the shortcuts. I don't want to take the long way. I want to take the elevator, not the steps. But if you keep walking up them steps, endurance, them steps is going to turn into an escalator. It's going to get you where you need to go. If you just discipline yourself. If you just discipline yourself, stop letting your suspicions, which are your feelings and old experiences that you haven't let go. It's assumptions. It's not guiding you. It's not telling you. It's misleading you. Let your logic, when something don't sound right, think about the process. Am I listening from my trauma? Am I listening from an old experience, something I haven't let go? Am I in an awkward space right now? Do I need to let this process? I got to reflect just to make sure I don't leave myself off a cliff. Just to make sure I don't jeopardize something that could be beneficial towards me. When you understand caution, those are facts. That's logic. Those moments with that caution is to help you a little bit being more mindful. Somebody open up the door, you're a little bit more in tune with yourself. Because that's what comes with learning yourself. You can tell when a lot of people in these comment sections, when they throw a response out, there's nothing in here that's tied to you. And yet, think about this for example. I'm a man, that's apparent. I speak on topics that are relatable, that's apparent. I'm a fighter, that's apparent. I'm not finna be in a stylist comment section who's talking about her hair or her makeup. Why? Because I don't have no hair on my head. I don't have no makeup. But yet, we would jump in the comment section and attack. It's not even pertaining to you. It doesn't make no sense. And why are you even in here commenting? Because you got something you want to say. You got something you want to say. You will never see an electrician critiquing a roofer. Just because they have some experience, they're not a roofer though, they're an electrician. That's what they specialize in. Whatever you specialize in, whatever's within your scope, and if you are trying to get enlightened on a subject, speak on it. But if you just jumping in to talk because you got lips and you got a voice, that says a lot about what you're going through, big bro. That says a lot about what you're going through, sis. That's a conflicting values. Well, I don't like this, and this should be this way. Same way with, for example, I had a person at a gym that was telling me all this blood work, this, blood work, that. I'm listening to all how educated she is. I'm like, oh, she sounds like a phlebotomist. Where you work at? McDonald's? You work at McDonald's, but you got all this skill and all this information that you looked up with, but you're on the planet, and you work at McDonald's. How many of us got all this? We got all this energy, all this insight, all this willpower, but because you let somebody in your ear, which is your gateway to your heart and your mind, tell you don't do it. And now you sit at a dead end spot, mad at the world, because everybody else is living their dreams. Everybody else is driving the car that you want to drive, having a house that you want to have, that lifestyle, their relationship. Because on the outside, look good, but you don't want to give something up, or because people around you is not motivating you or inspiring you. You don't want to create a discipline. You don't want to create a routine within yourself. You're letting everybody in your house, that everybody in your house is messing up your furniture, eating up all your food. They don't care. They slid in and they moving on out. You don't have nobody. When it was time to clean up, everybody left. When it was time to go grocery shopping, ain't nobody came with you. When it was time for you to prep, nobody did none of that stuff from you. I would never ride with somebody who didn't walk with me. I would never ride with somebody who didn't walk with me. If you don't understand my struggles, you're not going to understand my success. Don't pull up now because it seems appealing. We have mixed values with people, but if they got a big following, we hop on. I agree. I like up. But then somebody who have 100 subscribed people or maybe 1,000 followers, you on there critiquing everything about them. But that person got 100K, oh, they funny, oh, they so entertaining, they so great. You stand for this, but you support this? That don't add up. Some of y'all in these moments in your life where you feel compelled to challenge everybody, but you don't challenge your fears. You don't challenge your lack of discipline. You don't challenge your issues, your anger, your depression, your setback. You challenge that. Somebody step on your shoe, you want to knock their head off. But how about when you lied to yourself? When you said you was going to work out today, you was going to read today, you said you was going to pray today, you said you were going to go to that counseling session, you said you were going to go to that AA meeting, you said you were going to go to that convention, you said you were going to go work on your car, you said you was going to figure out why do you walk around here so irritated at the world, and you never done that. You want to fight something? Fight to be better. Fight to discipline yourself. Fight to be a better father. Fight to be a better mother. Fight to be a better friend. It was a girl who had some issues going on in her life. She was trying to get some attention because she expressed that later on. It's not my assumption. And nobody gave it to her. But she had all these friends. But when she had a big problem, you know what she got? Keep going, sis. Hold on. Don't lose. And you went on with your day. But we so proclaim that, oh, we care. Because it's trending. You want to put a comment in and say, oh, yeah, I matter. You matter, girl. You matter, big bro. But when they need you and you're available, guess what? You show that you're not available. That make you a bad person? No. You just got to reevaluate who you are and go ahead and check in to see what you're available to do and what you can't do, and be real with yourself. You don't have to be everything for everybody, but you still have to understand where you stand, who you are. Take care of you first. You pouring into everybody else's cup and yours empty. You feeding everybody else and there's no stock in your fridge. You giving everybody else money and you barely making minimum wage. Is that a problem? No. But when bills come, when it's time for ones to slide back and help you, they can't or they won't. And now you putting up a post after post after post. Y'all bogus. But then when you get right back up, these my homies. We got to check in with you. I can't say somebody broke into my house and I gave him a key. I can't say somebody broke in my house and I gave him a key. Message, big business.